Good morning, it's cruise day. It is about 7 a.m. Heading to Hamilton Station here shortly. Sarah and I are getting the 9 a.m. up to New York Penn Station. And then we are headed over to Brooklyn. Super excited this morning. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be really, really hot. Not looking forward to that, but let's go. Great, we are on board the Island Princess. It has been a fun morning so far. Sarah and I are already having a great time together, which is amazing. So we met up at Hamilton Station. We got on the train. It was a smooth ride. I have everything. I'm on the boat. Sarah's on the ship. We are doing great. Little highlights are that our Uber driver took like 20 minutes to get to us when he started out a block away, but he had to go all the way around. I was like, dude should have just texted us and we would have run over, but it's fine. It is 100 degrees outside. So everybody is inside right now. It's just about like it is when there is rain happening. How many people are inside? Um, we've explored the ship a little bit, found kind of our the spot where we want to spend some time working and relaxing. We had ice cream, we had some lunch. We had a great bagel this morning at a deli inside of the excuse me, deli inside of the train station, and so that was delightful. Yeah, the ship is amazing. It is an older ship and it does feel very lived in, but that's okay. The medallions work great. I did have to go because when I got my medallion, haha, here it is. When I got my medallion at the port, I so there's a thing with travel agents where you can get elite status while you're on board for Princess. But then when you're not on board, you should get your normal loyalty levels. So I have platinum loyalty levels, and when I got to the port, I had the incorrect medallion. I had a new to Princess medallion, and like all my stuff said new to Princess. So I did have to go and talk to the loyalty center, which is with Cruise First, at least on board this ship. Now it's really nice that you don't have to go to guest services for that. You can go right there because the line of guest services was long and that was a lot shorter. So I was really glad that I knew that. And they were able to put stickers on my medallion so it is the right color because it's elite. Um, and really, as long as I'm getting my discounts and things, that's fine. But if you want to go in the elite lounge or anything like that, you do have to show proof. And it wasn't working in my app either. And I would like to go to like the captain circles and things. So just wanted to be sure about that. So we are getting our stuff together. Already unpacked, did a quick room tour, and then we are heading up to the solarium area to get some work done. While we wait for sail away, which is at 4, and then go to dinner. And yeah, we're having a great time. Um, and yeah, it's been a really smooth embarkation day. I did get stopped at security because of my electronics in my bag, and they couldn't tell that my Apple Pencil wasn't a bomb or something. So I had to pull like all my electronics out. It was kind of a pain. But other than that, oh, other funny thing that happened. Sarah's room, I think, was someone else's previously, and that there about a week ago they sent out a offer to skip the cruise and get like all kinds of perks for doing it, like airplanes do. And so when Sarah got to the port, her box had 3 other people's medallions in it with hers. And she's like, it's just me. So that was funny, but it's fine. It only says her name on the room. And then we were able to help someone get into their room. So, in case you don't know, with the medallions, because it's when you approach the room that you don't really do like the door thing, but on the wheelchair accessible rooms, there is a switch to open the door. And so you, instead of trying to turn the doorknob, you have to hit the switch. And if you try to turn the doorknob, it just seems like it's still locked. So I was able to help a lovely woman out with that. Um, the soft serve on board is the best soft serve I've had. It was so creamy. There was no crystallization in it, and it was more like a custard. So that was awesome. So both Sarah and I are very happy about that. But yeah, this evening we have dinner in the main dining room, and then we have sail away. Well, we sail away, then dinner, and then there is a juggler, and we're trying to decide between a game show and watching Beetlejuice on the movies Under the Stars. So yeah, let's get back to it. And that wraps up Embarkation Day. So we had a delightful dinner. I had prawns and fried chicken, which came with mashed potatoes and a biscuit, and then a like mascarpone cheesecake, more or less. Like it was really good. Blueberries and a lime shortbread like crust. And Sarah had a Greek salad and some sort of chicken and a souffle. Um, she liked the first 2 dishes, but the souffle was a little flavorless, basically. Um, and yeah, we then went to see the show tonight, which was Jugglers. I was expecting it to kind of be dumb, but they were actually really good. I was really impressed with the fact that we're on a moving boat and like they were dropping some things here and there, but like also the boat is moving. And if you're not used to that, like I'm always impressed whenever there's physical feats that are done while the boat's moving. And they were doing really big juggling tricks. They were also really funny, which helped a lot. Then after that, we went up and watched Beetlejuice doing movies under the stars, which was delightful. And it was so nice because we actually got cold after being 100 degrees today. So it was really nice, but it was like damp because it's so humid that like the dew point's at like 70 degrees. So yeah, all in all, a wonderful evening. Oh, something I did forget to say, which I find awesome, is the Canada immigration papers are always kind of annoying because it's not super clear when you're coming in by cruise ship, like what you're supposed to put, especially with us going in and out of so many ports. It's like, should we say that we're going to be here for 6 days? Should we say we're going to be here for like 3 days because we're only in port 3 days? Do we need to say, like, do we need to fill out three different ones? And this time they filled it all out for us and then just had to sign it, which was amazing. I love that so much. I hope that that is what happens going forward. So yeah, I forgot to mention that in my earlier vlog. But yeah, so all in all, really smooth embarkation day. Not a lot went wrong, and we got here. We do lose an hour tonight, so I'm going to try to get to bed, and I will see you for the rest of the trip. So we are changing up how we do our vlogs here, especially for a 10-day trip like this one. So the ports are going to the so the ports are going to each get their own vlog. This embarkation day will be its own vlog. And then the sea days will be kind of combined together with different things that we did around the ship and everything. Just because 10 is a lot of content and there's a lot of ports. So we want to make sure everything gets to shine. Now, if you would like to continue along this journey with us, I would please ask that you like and subscribe. That helps keep you updated when new videos come out, typically on Tuesdays once a week, and it also really helps the channel out. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.